हे गाइस वेलकम बैक टू आवर चैनल। आज हमारे चैनल पे दीपिका आई हैं एंड शी हैज ट्रैवल्ड अलोन ऑन 7th ऑफ जनवरी। शी जस्ट फिनिश्ड हर क्वारंटीन। लाइक मेनी पीपल, दीपिका का भी COPR जो था वो एक्सपायर हुआ था ऑन अप्रैल ऑफ 2020 and she has been waiting for an authorization letter which would allow her to travel, and finally December May she got that. So we'll understand her entire journey, not just of getting that authorization letter, but also what happened after. How was her travel experience traveling in 2021, how is the quarantine plan going, and also we'll discuss her job search experience so far. So let's get started.
Basically, I'm from Ahmedabad, Gujarat, and but since past 15 years, my family settled in Goa, and I was working in Pune as a data scientist since past 5 years.
All right. And then you applied for your PR when?
So I applied. So I gave my IELTS in February 2019, and then finally my file and all this documentation went in around April.
That's
And
amazing.
in November, I got my final COPR, and within that week itself, I resigned from my firm, and I had to serve my notice period.
Okay.
So 3 months went into that.
Okay.
So then I finally planned to travel in March.
Okay.
So I had my tickets booked for 26th of March.
Uh,
And 13th March, the lockdown was announced.
I think it was 17th March. 13th March is when we came.
Yeah, 13th March, you guys landed. Yeah, 17th March, it got announced.
Yeah.
So then I was stuck. So then
And when was your COPR expiring?
18th of April.
Oh, so your COPR expired before the flights opened,
Yes.
and you could not travel. So what
No.
happened then? What did you do?
Yeah, so when finally in July, around June or July, the Vande Bharat flights started.
Right.
But we were not allowed to board since we had expired COPR.
Right.
So then the day lockdown was announced, that day itself, I had sent a mail to IRCC saying that due to this lockdown, I would not be able to travel. So immediately within, I think 1 week, I got a reward from them saying that whenever I'm ready to travel, I need to inform them, and they would let me know the further steps. So then we had to follow up with IRCC. Then there was no certain timeline, or there were no proper replies which we were getting. So then this process went on. I used to call every week, take follow-ups. And then finally after 7 months, I got the reply.
Wow.
So
that was
after
December 2020.
Yes. In November, actually, I got a reward saying that I have to get my medicals done again.
Okay.
So there was an update in my file, basically.
I got it. All right. And how much time did it take after you did your medicals to?
Yeah. So after I got my medicals done, it again took 3 weeks for them.
Okay.
To send the authorization letter.
Okay. And like by when was this authorization valid till?
Yeah. So this was valid till I got extension for 1 month.
So you have to travel in 1 month, and what if you can't? Like you have a job, whatever, right? Commitment.
Yes. So what happens is the visa has got extended now till July 2021.
Okay.
But if I'm not able to travel with this authorization letter, I need to inform IRCC, and then they would tell me the further steps. Like the stamping would be done again on the passport.
Oh, so that would be a long process, and
again, yes, lot of follow-ups and very difficult to get into all that. So it's better to travel with a AL as soon as possible.
Were you doing a job then? Or?
No.
So that's good.
Yeah. So actually, I left my job, and so in Feb my notice period got over, and I was about to travel in the March. So then again, this thing happened. So I was very skeptical, because what was happening is, in between, randomly people were getting AL. And they were getting a time of just 10 days to travel.
Oh wow, 10 days. So you were lucky getting 30 days.
Yeah, exactly. And what happens is, even when I was applying for jobs there, the reason they were asking me that why did I leave the job? So I was telling them because I've applied for this. So the question they were asking me, whether if you get now, what would you do? Would you travel or would you leave? So it was very difficult to take up a job there also. So but I started in freelancing.
Okay.
So that is what I did.
Is there any group? Is there any discussion forum where everything is being discussed, where people discuss about? So how does that work?
Yes. So we have 3 groups on Telegram,
Okay.
And we have a group on Facebook also. So everybody was active on that. Everybody was supporting each other because there were a lot of families who suffered a lot.
No, I can imagine, a weekend, 3 days before lockdown, and I can only imagine where would we be if we had not come,
Yes.
3 days before. So yeah, I totally understand where you're coming
Yes.
from, but the good thing is you made it now. So before we proceed, हमने जून में जब पिछली बार ट्रैवल खुला था तब हमने एक वीडियो बनाई थी जिसके अंदर भी एक्चुअली लॉन्च्ड आवर ई बुक. इट्स अ फ्री ई बुक जिसके अंदर हमने क्वारंटीन प्लान बताया था, जिसके अंदर हमने बताया था कि क्या क्या चीज़ें आपको ध्यान रखनी है ऑन द एयरपोर्ट, कौन सी ऐप करनी है, कैसे फ़ोन नंबर लेना है जो वर्चुअल नंबर होता है, एयरबीएनबी कहाँ से बुक करना है, एंड हाउ टू बेसिकली navigate through the quarantine period, when you are here. So I would recommend you to download that book because we have now updated that book and it's latest as per 2021 quarantine norms. So this book will be very very helpful if you are planning to travel in 2021. अब चलते हैं वापस दीपिका के एक्सपीरियंस पे. You were traveling alone. So
Yes.
how was it traveling? Like how was your flight experience, airport experience?
Yeah. So initially, like my trip was in April. So this time now when I was coming in winter, so I had to do all that shopping, like thoda sa winters ka stuff and
Correct,
all.
correct.
Apart from that traveling, there was strict instruction. Actually, I booked my flight for 7th of Jan. So
Acha.
till that time there was no COVID test needed. But just before 3 days it got announced.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You need a COVID test done. And the result they need is in hard copy.
That's true.
So they don't accept the one you get it on mail.
Okay.
So
got
then
it.
that was one big thing I had to rush at the last minute because that got announced. So there was no way that you can miss that. So they would not allow you to board the flight without that.
तो quarantine plan भी बनाना था ना?
Quarantine plan में see after this now they are not focusing much on quarantine plan. They are just everything is getting updated on the ArriveCan app. So ArriveCan app they ask you which is the day you would get land here. They would ask you the address of the location and they would also ask an emergency contact number.
So first of all, tell me, like on the flight, like
Yes,
how was
yes.
that experience? Was that okay? Were you scared? Like,
Yeah, so actually, yeah, I had a long journey. I had a flight from Goa to Delhi. Then there was a layover of 7 hours in Delhi, and then from Delhi to Toronto. But overall experience was good, and I think basically it was more because on the day when we were boarding the flight, even the flight people knew that all of us are COVID negative. So we all had a test, got it done. So, yes, so we were not wearing the shield like all full time. Everybody was wearing masks.
That's
Only the person who was sitting in the middle had to wear the coat. And that also they were, I felt because of the test which I had already, we had got it done. So they were not so much strict in that.
When you landed, how was your experience of, on the immigration counter?
Yeah, so there was a long queue for that. So it took a lot of time. So basically, it is very necessary that whoever is arriving, please do fill the ArriveCan app because otherwise, again, they make you stand in a line and fill the form. So that again is a hassle. Yeah, except for the line, the immigration officer was good enough, and he immediately, when I told him that I am an expired COPR, so he issued a new COPR for me. So that is one of the important documents for us.
Right.
So I once I booked my tickets, so then I booked an Airbnb. But I had made up my mind that I would not book for only for 14 days. So I booked it for the whole month, like from 7th till 31st. I have booked this Airbnb where I'm staying right now.
That's good.
And so I had a mutual friend, so I connected with him, and he agreed that he would be able to give me groceries for the initial days.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so since he stayed in Scarborough, so I prefer to book an Airbnb in Scarborough so that it is not difficult for him. Even for booking the cab, I had already informed him that if I face any issues, I would be contacting him. So the cab booking was also done by him. So that was not an issue.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
like, are there any tips that you would want to give, people who are planning to come now?
Yeah. So the first thing is everybody should by default install, keep their details proper in ArriveCan app. And basically the emergency number which they are giving, actually the officers are contacting on that number.
Okay.
Yeah. So
to
they
check whether you are going out or not.
Yes, definitely because we have given our Indian numbers.
Right.
So they do not bother to call on that.
Okay.
So they would definitely call on the emergency contact number which you are sharing.
Okay.
So make sure you're giving.
What if you have no one in Canada?
So I would try to suggest, try to join these groups, at least get one person's contact number somehow.
So now you are out of quarantine. I think SIN number is something that you need now.
Yes.
You need your health card, you need your driving license, you need so many things. So how are you managing that now?
Yeah, so currently everywhere, it's not like earlier that you just go to the center and get it done. You have to get an appointment beforehand.
Right.
So like for SIN, I have already taken an appointment in Service Canada. Okay. And even after taking the appointment, you just have to raise a request form on the website, and they will give you a call back and confirm whether the appointment is available for you. Apart from that, for banks also, they are doing virtual opening of the account. So I contacted BMO, and they have given me appointment for that also. So that also I'm going to open it virtually, and they told me that the debit card and the credit card would be mailed to you.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yes. OHIP I will figure out once I book the next Airbnb, because I have to give that address later on.
Yeah, true. I think for OHIP you would require an address proof as well. So it could be your bank statement that you will get, after your bank account opens.
Yes,
so that's a good thing. How are you managing your phone number? Like I remember, so I remember doing it via text now or free tone, one of the virtual numbers. So how are you doing it?
Same. I already had a phone number using text now, because I used to call IRCC from India.
Oh, okay.
So I've taken virtual number since then. So that is working for me. So even for applying jobs right now, I am giving that number and I'm getting calls on that number. So it's working for me.
Finally, I know quarantine is over. You'll get your SIN number soon. So are you applying for jobs? You are a data scientist, so it's in demand. So that's a good thing. But how are you finding that?
Yeah, so I've already started applying and connecting with people on LinkedIn. And I have an interview scheduled for next week. So
excellent. All the best.
Yeah, thank you.
All the best.
What I did was, initially I'm just trying to connect to people, because till the time I get SIN, it doesn't make even sense to ask for somebody for reference. So everybody just told me one thing, that rather than applying on your own, if you can ask someone to refer to you, that will be better.
Yeah.
So I did actually apply in 2-3 companies, but then after seeing the response, I understood that it's better I go through reference rather than applying directly.
That's true.
So now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to connect with as many people as I can, and then somehow ask for I'm trying to gain knowledge from them, and then at a certain stage I feel many people do come up on their own, and then they are telling me that if you want, we can refer you. Absolutely. So that is the best thing I can do. So currently I'm just sticking to LinkedIn, as I just saw your last video, which you said that initially you were applying for a lot of jobs, and now you're very specific to the jobs you're applying. So that is one thing I'm keeping in my mind. So
Deepika, one thing I would give a small suggestion is that you are a data scientist, so that's good. That's one thing that's working for you, that there are more jobs. But I would recommend you to only look at just focus your energy on 3 sectors. One is healthcare, the other one is e-commerce, and the third one would be retail.
Yes.
So just focus your energies on this, and the fourth one would be a mix of everything, but startups, because these are the 4 I would say blocks that are hiring a lot right now. So your chances would improve if you go for that. So that's one tip that I would like to give you from 4 months of applying to jobs and not getting one. And then that's one thing that I learned, that I need to focus my energy on the sectors that are hiring. So guys, that's all we have for today. Agar video sahi lagi to please like karke jana. If you have any questions, do ask in the comments, and we'll try to get the answers from Deepika. If you are traveling in 2021, do not forget to download the ebook, because that would actually give the latest on how to make your quarantine plan and how to navigate your way through this quarantine period and how to get the most important documents in Ontario. So we have that all in the ebook, and the link to that is in the description below. So that's all we have for today. मिलते हैं अगली वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए bye bye.